Hi everyone, today we are doing something really fun and we're going to compare Instagrammable coffee place in London with Starbucks and see what you're actually paying for. So let's have a look.
So we are now at the London Bridge and we are going to the coffee shop called Grind. It's a quite popular coffee shop, especially because it's very Instagrammable. We like going there, so we will show you how it is looking inside and what is on the menu. We are in front of the grid at the London Bridge and we're going to have a look inside how much one coffee, one cappuccino costs. Let's have a look. And one thing, the grid has been just reconstructed and refurbished, so I'm very curious how it is looking. We must never stop the way. Birds jumping and I hear my name. Get our drink menu, and as you can see there are quite a few choices when it comes to coffee. So the regular coffee costs between £2.80 and £3.50 and a large one costs up to, let's say, £4 for iced vanilla oat latte, which is actually not a bad price for a Grind. Yeah. So we will see what will be the taste of this coffee. So I'm getting cappuccino, which costs £3.20, and I'm looking forward to see what is the size and taste. After that we're going to compare to Starbucks, so let's have a look. Okay, so what are your expectations? So when it comes to these kind of Instagrammable sort of places, I always expect the good aesthetics of the coffee and the serving. It's much maybe better than a Starbucks, but I also expect the higher quality of the coffee, and I ordered Americano, so I'm curious how it's going to taste. Is it just a pure black coffee? So we can then compare with your coffee, which is a cappuccino. Yeah. And what else? You know, the service should be nice. They should really care about if they are having customers sitting at the table and come and ask if we need something else. It's usually not going to happen in a Starbucks.
How it has been so far?
So far so good. I mean, we already got the two waiters asking us if we order. They are very nice. And I like the atmosphere. It's very quiet at this hour, so we can enjoy the space. It's not too busy at the moment, and we don't feel very rushed by other people wanting to have a table, which is nice. But I know this place can get quite busy very often because it's quite popular. We get our coffees. You went for a cappuccino, right?
Yeah, I went for a cappuccino. The size looks pretty good for the price. It has a nice foam and art inside. I don't think I would get the same in a Starbucks, so I'm going to taste how it is. So, okay, it's full. The coffee is really good.
Does it taste nice?
For the price, yes. I think it is worth the price because you get a very nicely designed foam and then you get very good taste of coffee. So definitely recommend this place to come. So let's see, have a see your coffee. What did you order?
So I ordered Americano.
How much it was?
With a side of milk. And Americano was... They don't have it on the menu.
Maybe they have it as a flat.
As a long black, sorry. So the long black is $2.80, the small one, and I ordered it with a side of milk. I must say, first impression is it's definitely smaller than I expected because Americanos are quite large. I will try the taste. Taste test. This is good. It's a really good coffee. I can definitely sense a good quality coffee. So I like it. I wish it was a little bit larger. Okay, Michaela, so we just left and we have a receipt in a hand. So what is the summary?
So we paid £6 and we paid for regular cappuccino £3.20, and then we paid filtered coffee regular £2.80, and hot milk on site. That was for free actually. So altogether that is £6. I think it is worth the value. The coffee was super good, staff was super friendly, and yeah, it tastes good. The places looked very nice in terms of the design.
Okay, so to summarize, because we also wanted to include more information when it comes to finance and running the coffee shop, and we were doing a slight research on how much the commercial space could cost. What we found is the average price in the London Bridge area in such a lucrative location, considering also the size of the space, could be around £10,000 per month. And we counted, at the moment they had around 7 people working on the floor, and the average salary for the waiter could be around £1,800. So if you add it up all together, it comes up to 15,000, right? Plus or minus, considering that the managers might earn slightly more than the waiters as well as the chef. So when you calculate all the prices, also adding up some stock that you need to buy, electricity and other bills that you need to pay, we calculated how much
operational cost of this coffee place would be around 50,000 a month. So I think, considering that the coffee was around £3, it was not bad at all if you need to cover monthly £50,000.
Exactly. I believe they have a very high turnover when it comes to people, because as I mentioned already before, it's a very popular place, so they definitely have a lot of people coming in and out, but still they do not add so much, they don't mark up the prices on a coffee, so actually it's not as overpriced as I'd imagine for an Instagrammable place in London.
So now we're going to another place, and it is a sort of a high street commercial Starbucks, and we're going to compare what we're getting in a Starbucks and how much we're paying there. So let's go.
Let's go!
Okay guys, we're in front of the Starbucks and we're going to get a coffee and see what are the prices inside and what kind of service we're getting. Let's go inside.
People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone.
So I got a small Americano, it's the same I got at the green, and we can then compare.
Let's all take a ride. Savannah.
Okay, so I got a small Americano in Starbucks with a price of £2.55, and I must say it's larger than the one I got in a grind. However, I didn't get a milk on the side, which would mean that I would pay 10 more pence on top of the price, and therefore the difference is not as big as I imagined, considering it's a fast chain coffee where you go in and out, you don't get the same service, and you don't get the same atmosphere.
Yeah, correct. So we're expecting that the overall operational cost for this Starbucks would be, let's just come together, the rent would be around £7,000 at the Blackfriars for this space. They had 2 baristas there, which they paying around 1,800, maybe a little bit over 2,000. It depends, it really varies here in London. So it comes almost 10,000, and then we of course add on top of these bills, internet, stock. So we're coming up to maybe 30,000 plus some maybe buffer fee on top, but it is still lower than the green that we just visited, and the prices are actually not so different. Like the difference in prices, and you're getting in a green much better service. And also, what is the taste of your coffee? Did you try it? I haven't. Let me try. No, the coffee
coffee is definitely not as good as the one in a green, so you can say that they're definitely using a lower grade of beans, cheaper beans, yet the price of the coffee is not much cheaper.
Okay, what we found, however, those large chains, what they're doing, they're trying to innovate in a sense of adding a new technology. So you have with the Starbucks this app where you can order actually ahead of time and you just come and collect. This is something that Instagrammable places, they don't do so much. So that's one advantage. They really go with the tech development. They try to integrate these new tools, these new apps, which a little bit adds the value.
Okay, so we finished our tour of Green and Starbucks and comparison of the prices. So overall, I'd say the price difference wasn't as high as we maybe expected at the beginning of this, what would you call it, experimentation. However, I would definitely go for a sort of an Instagrammable so-called coffee shop, just because you're getting definitely much better service for what you're paying, as well as a higher quality coffee.
And the price difference is actually not so high. If you compare Green to Starbucks, it was just price difference about 25 pence, and we're not including the milk that we would have paid for in a Starbucks. So yeah, definitely I would support those
Kind of coffee shops, yeah, that are more independent, maybe that you see around the streets. So maybe next time try to think about going to these kind of coffee shops that support entrepreneurs, maybe support families, and they definitely create a better impact than the fast chain coffee shops.
Yeah, I think Green is owned now by some group. I'm not sure, we will need to research that, but it used to be much smaller coffee shop. But you guys go and have a look around what are the independent coffee shops around and try to support those rather than just a big chains. Although they're bringing a new technologies on board, I think to have a variety of coffee shops is much better than, you know, dominating one chain.
Yeah, so thank you for coming with us to take some coffee, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!
We will always take